What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Rome 2 Total War. It certainly has been a few days since I've played last, but I do have some really good news. I was actually just offered and I accepted my very first real-life job, so that is amazing news. Basically, I just graduated from business school with my bachelor's about 2 months ago, so these last 3 months have obviously been very chaotic, but so I guess it's all paid off, and I am very, very excited. So another thing I want to point out is now that we have just conquered, I believe it is called Cisalpina, the idea is obviously we have taken over a variety of different cultural provinces, and so if we look at Patavium here, most of these borders are not necessarily of the correct culture. They are of a Hellenistic culture, or I guess Hellenic. But the idea, though, is as we begin to construct buildings and as the cultural differences go ahead and change, we're going to see a lot of really cool cosmetic changes inside these cities. And so as we build buildings and as we build like a church and better farmlands, we're going to see those start appearing around the provinces. So what we're going to do is we've got quite a lot of extra money. We have obviously used a lot of our coin to go ahead and improve the provinces of Cisalpina. And so we're probably going to start focusing on building up a better navy. And I might even swing on down, try to obviously annihilate Massilia, and really just expand our empire as much as possible. So ultimately where we stand is we have a very powerful legion down in Libya, and down in Cyrene, this is a very strong military province as well. So if we did need to muster up some additional troops or a better navy, Libya is going to be very fine for defenses. Same thing with Mauritania. We do have a legion here that you can't really see. It is this general, Sextus Clovius Gracchus. And ultimately, I guess we have two different admirals down inside Mauritania. So both Mauritania and Libya are definitely very strong and very powerful provinces. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave one of our legions inside Cisalpina. I'm going to send 3 of these legions down into Provincia. I'm going to probably send 2 legions up into Baetica, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong. So we're going to start swinging into Iberia, while also trying to keep the peace on our eastern flanks. It is going to definitely be a little bit of a challenge, and I guess while I have my money, if I have the ability to, I will create another general, though I don't know if I can. And it looks like I can. We obviously want to have the House of Julia, but nothing looks like it's available. So let's go ahead and create an army from the other houses. And we're going to give you a regular general bodyguard. And what we need to do is start actually producing. Looks like we can upgrade these horses as well to level 3 horses. But what we're going to do is start pumping out the ballistas. We need about 6 of those. And so next turn, we are going to go ahead and take a glance at what we can build and what we can't. We are going to be getting our cohort barracks next turn. So this is going to give us very expensive troops, but they are going to be very powerful as well. Looking around the map, we now have very little coin. Our technology, I'm not sure what we're working on. We are working on double cropping, so that means all of our agriculture is now going to be more profitable, and the construction cost is significantly cheaper. So let's end this turn, and hopefully next turn we can look at Patavium once again and see all of the different changes that are going to happen over the course of this next turn. Maybe all of those buildings are going to finally be constructed. I believe that I am correct, and what's going to happen is all of the cosmetics will change. Or at least most of them will. We still are at war with the Celtic Confederation. And it looks like we have increased in rank, which I believe is this veteran. I see some enemy dignitaries and some enemy spies. I do want to keep a lookout of that. Looking at our dignitary, which is this champion, let's go ahead and give him... We definitely went down the zeal path. I don't need either of these. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to get better strength, and we have a 10% chance to slaughter an enemy unit. So it's definitely going to hopefully be helpful. Let's also go ahead, and we have 12,000 coin, making about 10,000 every single turn. I do want to upgrade this capital city here, Medlan. Let's give you a better Manipular barracks. Let's go ahead and construct ourselves a library. We are going to be running out of food sometime soon as well, so I do need to keep that in mind. Looks like not only did we build up all of our buildings, but I guess the culture has shifted as well. I don't know why everything just changed immediately. I was hoping that everything would look pretty awesome. But let's go ahead and upgrade this settlement into an actual glassmaker. Let's go ahead and get a Shrine of Minerva because it's going to give us not only research rate but more public order. Let's go ahead and hire a herding ground. It's going to give us a lot more money and a little bit more food. And let's go ahead and hire another one inside Genoa. I could build a trader. It would give me a lot more wealth, but I would lose a food, which I don't necessarily mind, so I think that's what I'm going to buy. And now I have 0 coin once again. I got 3,246 ducats, or I guess denarii. So this Roman ballista built, and it should not have built. That is, maybe it's because we built up that barracks. So now what we need to do, I guess we're going to build 2 equites. I am running out of money. And these Praetorian cohort are very strong, but very expensive. So we're only going to be able to hire 2 of those, and now we need to hire 9 more before our next actual war. So I am a little concerned about that. Looking at Rome, did we ever get the correct building? Yes, we did. And it looks like we actually need to own iron before we can upgrade into a legionary barracks. So everybody looks like they're prepped and ready to go. I think I'm going to wait one more turn before we actually begin re-maneuvering a lot of our forces. I am a little concerned because we have enemies on almost every single side. It might make a ton of sense to eventually move my units over to this area, though we could obviously be naval invaded, so I want to look out at that. But if I actually put this unit into this crossroad, and then I went into fortify, not only would I have a stronger position, and I believe I get more morale, I could be mistaken, but as long as this legion protects this area, we should be fine and we should be good to go. And what's cool, this is Gabrielica's legion. You know what? I hate to do this. We're going to put you on a regular stance. I want Gabrielica's Legion and General Hux to basically switch areas. In fact, let's take this unit here. And where is Arcana's Legion? I think what we're going to do is this Legion here, we're going to rename this. This will be the Cisalpina Defensive Region. And not region, but legion. And so the idea is I'm going to put you on forced march. Send you all the way over here. And next turn, you're going to just practically play defensive. And we're hopefully going to set up something that will last very, very soon. I'm curious. I don't have any money, so let's end this turn. We're actually about to finally have our technology complete as well. And I definitely am going to continue to grow and continue to muster up as many forces as I can. Though, sadly, as I continue to grow my armies, they obviously are going to cost a lot more as well. I would like to go ahead and rename this legion. I don't know what we're going to rename it to. I guess what we're going to do is we are going to name it after 2 popular streamers, because sadly, it has been a few days and no one's really talked to me and recommended what they want. Okay, so what we're going to do is once the Celtic Federation is finished up moving, and we've unlocked a better economy, so we're going to actually change this name to Domino's Legion. And the reason why is Domino is a friend of mine. She is a very popular streamer on Twitch. It's always a fun time whenever she has a Twitch party going on, a great community. So Domino's Legion is going to be in a defensive and fortified position. So all that really means is we get more defensive skill, and we have additional barricades and traps and stuff like that. I see all of these ranks. I don't know what it means. I guess they're better. I keep thinking I could upgrade them, but I can't. So now that we have Domino's Legion protecting all of the areas into Patavium, what we're going to do is take Gabrielica's Legion. I guess we're going to force march you all the way down, and we're going to hide you into the woods of Genoa. We also have Arcana's Legion. You're going to shift on over into these, we can't go into the mountains just yet. And I believe this is General Hux. We might as well move you as well. We are still making positive public order. Let's go ahead and build a civil town. Oh, actually, before we spend all of our money, let's move on down. This Legion will now become Saints Legion. He is another very popular streamer. Saints Legion. And what we're going to do is continue to hire up more of these Praetorian units. They are very expensive, but we definitely will put them to good use. And in fact, we probably need 2 Triari, which I don't see at all. I guess they changed completely. So I guess 2 more Praetorians. And as long as we have 6 ballistas, that should be fine. We need 3 of these, and 20 of 20, so this Legion is complete. Nothing else I can really do. I'm not really planning on removing any of these Principes. Who knows, maybe I can. Maybe I should do it next turn. I want to rename this Legion. I don't know what we're going to name it. I guess another person we could do is Whitlow's Legion. And the idea is now it should be a little bit easier to go ahead and control and maneuver a lot of these troops. Looking at our technology, we just completed double cropping, and we have the opportunity to now get improved irrigation, giving us better ditches, better grain silos. We would make a lot more money. In fact, despite us building a lot more legions, our predicted income keeps improving and going up. So I guess what we're going to do, let's look at our economy, and let's go ahead and get improved wealth from all agriculture in all regions. We're going to be unlocking better grain silos and better ditches. And yeah, ending our turn. We're about to hit into winter. I don't think I'm really going to assault anybody in the winter time. But I definitely am gearing up. I feel like I'm definitely going to be in a very good position very, very soon. They want a peace treaty. No thank you, because I'm going to conquer you, preferably in the spring. Obviously, it's not good to fight inside the snow. I'm not actually sure what the differences would be. I'm sure both sides would be at an issue. Ooh. I think I will go ahead and give you a peace treaty, and you're going to give me money as well. I guess Domino's Legion obviously scared them off. And so what I was going to do is, as this Legion gets stronger and stronger, this is primarily going to be a defensive-based Legion. So obviously, as we get stronger, not only are we going to get better traditions, but some of these traditions can be better defensive units. So let's take a quick glance again. We are currently getting 2 barricades, 1 set of spike traps, 2 sets of caltrops. If we get better defenses, we get a lot more of those things. And so ultimately, if we are doing any defensive battles, we are going to be definitely prepared. Let's go into a normal stance. Everybody is probably fairly cold, so I am definitely gearing up. We have to go ahead. I hate to do this, but let's actually move on through. And nobody's on forced march. We are in a war with these guys. I would like to do a forced march. I don't know if we're going to reach it next turn, which makes me concerned. But I've got quite a bit of money. Looks like public order is decreasing. But the cultural differences will change. The provincial instability is going to change. Let's go ahead and upgrade our civil town. And let's upgrade this trading port. We are going to lose some food. In fact, we are going to need a lot more food very, very soon. So I'm guessing both Massalia and Tolosa are going to be getting those. Let's remove 2 of these Triari, because I guess they no longer matter. And we're going to be hiring 2 additional Praetorian units. And now we've got 3,700 coin. What can we improve? We need more farms. And the only way to do that, I guess, is to build a farm. Going from 4 food all the way up to 7 food. Not bad, but it could be a lot better. I'm not even sure. Carthage is very safe. In fact, I probably could destroy both the workshop and this manipular barracks and get some actual trade buildings. Much like Corrales, I would probably build a slaughterhouse. We would get a lot of money. Ooh, you would think we'd get food. I guess we do not. Let's upgrade this herding ground into a cattle pen. We would get more food, and we would lose a bit of public order, which isn't all that dangerous. Alright, let's end this turn. We're now making 9,349 coin, down from about 11,000. So obviously we're not doing as well as we were. All of our Praetorian cohort are definitely expensive. But I feel like we're definitely in a good position. I see Massalia. I see that they are definitely, about to march in. And they have taken the city because somehow they can just march past our armies. So sadly, we're going to do an auto-resolve. Hopefully they don't loot the city. But it looks like Massalia is now undefended, which was very silly of them. Even though I could have taken it no matter what we do. Alright, so now we're definitely... I see that this unit's grayed out. I'm kind of curious as to why. Has it been sabotaged? I'm not too sure. This Legion is... yes, I see him. I saw that. He was sabotaged. So this is why we need to hire spies. This is actually one of the only things that I don't like about the game. You would think one spy would not be able to inflict so much damage to a particular unit. So what we're going to do, this unit can't move because he is obviously busy. So what we're going to do is head on down. I don't see anybody but an actual navy. We're going to continue the siege for a moment. This unit is going... Arcana's Legion is not very strong. Instead, we're going to take Gabrielica's Legion, move on into Genoa, and this guy, Arcana's Legion, we are going to encircle you for now, is going to swing on over. Sadly, we can't really move as far as I would like, but you're going to go after Tolosa, and we are going to declare war in just a second. Okay, so looking once again, like I said, General Hux's Legion is obviously in a siege. They were definitely, inflicted by some sort of enemy hero, bringing their movement range down to 50%. So what we're going to do is we are going to assault the city. This is going to be very dangerous. In fact, I think we're just going to assault them now. It says we won't win, but I really do think we can do just fine. So let's go ahead and assault. I have all of the faith in the world in General Hux. In fact, let's actually continue the siege real quick. Can I do any auto-resolves? I think I'm going to auto-resolve this battle because I know I'm going to win. I'm going to retake the city. And so I think what's going to happen is we obviously won. Did they destroy any buildings? That's the question I have. No, they did not. In fact, they didn't really destroy anything. They just stopped the production. So let's go ahead and spend all of that money again. Let's get a better trader. And let's go ahead and build a herding ground. And so we are making a lot more food. We're making a lot more money. And so what we're going to do is actually head on back down. It says we're not going to win this fight, but I think we can make this happen. So let's assault. And hopefully General Hux will not let us down. They have roughly 2,200 troops. They have walls around the city. So what I do need to do is use my ballistas and pray for the best here. A lot of our ballistas are experienced, so they have a lot more range. But if the enemy was smart, they would hide behind their walls. So what we're going to do is use our ballistas. We're going to attack the gate from a very far distance, hopefully destroy some towers as well. And then I'm going to be bringing in all of my soldiers while keeping my cavalry in the back line. And hopefully try it that way. The Battle of Massalia, 177 BC. Alright, weather conditions are dry. I will start the deployment. And what I want to do is assault the main gate. I see that there is a town here, which is not really convenient for me. The gates look very beautiful, as we expected. I wonder, I think I can actually blow a hole in the side of their city. Which is, ooh, see, speaking of walls, this wall has been destroyed. I'm curious, I guess they expanded the city, so what happened is, they had to destroy the walls, because I don't think we did that. Look how beautiful this city is. Oh my goodness. I love all of the details they put into this game. Okay, so looking around, what I would like to do is go through this gate. I feel like it's definitely going to be one of the best options. So what we're going to do is take all of our units, all of our siege ladders, I guess, move all of our ballistas on up. I don't think they can attack us from this far away. And in fact, I think we can do fine. I'm curious, is this far enough? It certainly should be. So all of our ballistas have moved up. I hate to do this. I think what we're going to do is drop 2 of these siege equipments. 1 unit will move on over here in this area. Another will move here. These 2 units are going to be way near the front. This looks incredibly dangerous, like they're going to get attacked. Not attacked. Let me actually move these, because I don't want the ballistas to hit my ladders. I don't know if that's possible, but it certainly could happen. I'm now going to take my equites, move them in the back line. General, of course, behind. Let's move them in front of the ballistas. If they get attacked, I'm going to cry. And now for our actual military and army. And that should now be everyone. So what we're going to do is move you back just a tad. I don't want them to be attacked by the towers. Let's start this battle. Our very first priority is to assault the walls. And it looks like they all have the correct distance. I love how beautiful this game is. Except they are right by a tree. So they're throwing all of their siege projectiles into the wall. Hopefully they can do some damage. Alright, and don't forget, this is General Hux's Legion, so they are very, very skilled, and ultimately we are a little concerned. These walls should break very easily. Looks like we're doing quite a bit of damage already. Down to 41%, obviously we are losing some ammo and some ammunition. They are sending over some spear infantry. And once we destroy the gate, I'm going to be sending in all of our legions for the most part. In fact, what I could do is start scaling one of the walls now. And maybe scaling both. Okay. I'm very happy that this is doing very, very well. We have 99%, so let's stop. I don't want to waste ammo if I don't need to. So all we're going to have is... Okay, I guess they all fired anyway.
The enemy's gates have been destroyed.
Everybody looks like they are good to go. So what we're going to do is send in the Vanguard. So these 3 units are just going to march on through. And once we actually march through, they can move up and take the gates. Alright, everybody else is moving through. I'm now going to take these 4, just essentially re-maneuver these troops outside the gates. And these 2 units are moving on in. These are Triari, my spearmen. So I'm not sure that these are really the best people that are actually, that should be scaling the walls, because these are good against cavalry, not necessarily good against infantry. Man, I just love how beautiful this game works. Yeah, I definitely would rather have these units on the walls, but I don't think it really matters, because I don't think the enemy can do anything. But now we're moving into the gates, so we are losing a few troops. In fact, we've only lost 1 unit, so not a big deal by any means. We've got our shields. We are very heavy melee infantry units. Alright, so now what we're going to do are take these 4 units, move them up from behind. They are going to probably take some damage. So we've lost 1 unit here. I saw another unit in the grass, but maybe... Yep, there he is. I don't know why he's hidden. I can barely see him. So now we are definitely inside. You are going to almost immediately try to annihilate these units. We are slowly conquering the gate, I think. You're going to head up. So some people are going to be moving up. I guess the gate is being conquered. I don't know if red means it's ours or red means it's the enemy's. It's definitely contested. I don't know if that means the towers can shoot. Alright, the enemy has spearmen, we have swordmen, so obviously we are going to do a lot of damage. The people on the walls are not archers, so they don't do much damage at all. Alright, we've also got some of our ladders. Units are moving on up. And so what I want to do is if I conquer this tower, we won't really... One, we have access to the ground, and we won't be fired upon. I'm not even sure if we've lost any troops yet. Yes, fire damage to... Oh, that's the ladder. I see this unit is firing. No thank you. I would like to stop that. Okay, these guys are fighting. These units are moving on up. Let's take this group. And just... I don't know what we're gonna do. Do something like this. The rest of these legions, I suppose... we're no longer being fired upon except for these light missile units. Are they slingers? What are they shooting at us? Yes, slingshots. They don't really do that much damage. In fact, I'm curious if they do any damage at all. Because they're just throwing rocks at us. And we have armor, so I don't think we could die. And we also have shields. They're going to be wasting their ammo. And oh, yes. Oh, no. The people that have died were from these actual flaming arrows. Look at all of this damage to the gate. Pretty ridiculous. So now these guys are moving in. These units are climbing on up. I guess they're being transported. I don't see any troops. Here they are. Pushing their way through. Oh, wow. These are all my troops. I thought all of these gold helmets were theirs. So we're definitely going to win. We are a lot stronger than they are. Let's take another group of units. What we're going to do is move you here. And I need another group of units. You're going to go like this. Oh, we're being attacked from a lot of angles. You're going to swing in. And just for safekeeping, you're going to swing over. I'm curious if I should also bring in my general. This is incredibly dangerous, but we could use the morale bonus. Okay, this guy is getting annihilated.
The men are wavering.
Because we aren't really facing the enemy, so they're flanking us. Yeah, that was our issue. Yeah, and that's actually kind of neat. So if we have our shields, we aren't really going to be attacked as easily from that angle. Alright, everybody is doing well, at least as far as I believe. We have additional units making their way through. We should have units on the walls, and we do. You're going to go this way. These units are going to attack from behind. Not sure why they really haven't been. And I believe the people that are attacking at an upward angle... I don't know why it's glitchy. I'm sorry. Oh, did I slow it down? Why is this glitchy? That's never glitchy. Okay. So I guess it was obviously an issue with this. So what's going to happen is we are swarming through from different angles. We should be able to slaughter just about everything they throw at us. I am very concerned that these Principes took so much damage. These guys are still fine. Light missile infantry units swinging on through. How is my general? Has he ever arrived? Yeah, see, right now, this authority general is not that strong because I believe this is a, this guy needs to leave. But anyway, the more authority we have, I believe this ring gets better. So I would definitely like to move you forward. I just hope we aren't taking damage. Alright, the enemy has a lot of units. I definitely want to get these guys out of here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to attack this unit from behind. You would think they would just turn around and start fighting us, but that is not the case. Alright, now we're going to... Oh no, looks like we are literally wavering. That is not good. Can I inspire? I gave them a second wind. I can really only use those abilities ever so often. Alright, these guys are doing a lot of damage, attacking from both angles. And these guys look like they are still doing... I'm curious as to why. I guess I never right-clicked. Still taking damage from this tower. I feel like these units probably need to leave, but some units are routing. And I'm curious if I should actually use my siege equipment to break down a wall. I think I just might do that. What we're going to do is just destroy this fort wall. And maybe send some units in. Who knows, maybe it'll be easier. Okay, I feel like this unit is going to die, so what I want to do is get you out of here. I'm curious if I can send you on top of this wall. In fact, let's just get you out, if possible. We're going to send you all the way back to the cavalry. You've certainly done a fantastic job. Medals for everyone who survived. Alright, all of our soldiers still trying to take the gate. It might actually have been a good idea to continue using those ladders. The general is not really taking damage. These units are actually taking damage, but very light damage. You would think these units would run out of ammunition soon, but they never really did. All of these barbarian slingers, you would think they'd run out of rocks. Alright, somebody gained level 3. I don't know who it was. And I might even go ahead and speed this up, because I think we're definitely winning. We just need these units to get through the gate. And now we're going to swing on in. These units are retreating, so these units will move forward. It's obviously a heck of a lot faster when you speed everything up. Okay, so we are good to go. You guys are going to annihilate these 114 slingers that have definitely done a lot of damage. Now they are definitely losing troops. They are unarmored and probably only have daggers. This episode has been going on for a while. I gotta end it. So sadly, I guess what I'm gonna do is end this episode. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in our next adventure.